welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, as you can see by the title, we are going to be trying to follow Kylie Jenner's makeup tutorial that she did on the Vogue YouTube channel. I have already seen quite a few YouTubers do this challenge where they try and follow her makeup look. I know I'm a little bit late on the bandwagon of doing this video, but because I've been doing quite a few like Kardashian and Jenner related videos, I thought this would fit right in. I'm actually really excited to let you guys know that this video is in collaboration with TK Maxx, which I am just over the moon about. I don't know if you guys know, but my first job was actually as a sales assistant at TK Maxx. So it's kind of just gone like full circle now that I'm working with them, which is just honestly incredible. So for this video, I basically went into one of the TK Maxx stores in London. I actually went to the Tottenham Court Road one, which was insane. They literally have so many amazing brands. And the thing I love about TK Maxx is that you can get such a bargain. You can really find a treasure in there because everything is like reduced from the RRP, meaning that you're always bound to get a discount. So it's definitely worth checking out the store if you've never thought to shop for beauty at TK Maxx, because they literally have so many brands. Of course, you can also shop online, but I went into store and I picked up some beauty products that will help me recreate Kylie Jenner's look. So if you guys enjoyed this video, make sure you smash that huge thumbs up just down below. Don't forget to hit the notification bell down below as well to stay notified of every time I post a new video. But anyways, without further ado, let's get on into the video. Okay, so I've got my laptop right here, which is what I'll be using to watch Kylie's video. So if I'm looking down, that is why. So let's start watching the video and see what she does.
First, I start with my brows. I already moisturized and put a chapstick on. I'm gonna brush them up.
Okay, so Kylie's first starting off with her brows. It's kind of weird for me to start with my brows because I usually do them like halfway through or maybe even towards the end of my makeup, but I guess it makes sense. I mean, the brows are the frame to your face, so I'm just gonna brush them up like Kylie does in her tutorial. In fact, I'm actually quite intrigued. When do you guys do your brows? Let me know down below in the comments. Do you do them at the beginning of your makeup? Do you do them after? Or do you do them like in between? My brows are done. What's next?
I conceal right underneath to shape the brow, and then I apply it all over my lid.
Okay, so I haven't applied concealer like under my brows in forever. I used to do this technique all the time. I don't know why I stopped doing this technique, because honestly it makes your brows look so on point. I might have to start doing it again. Thanks, Kylie. If I apply too much concealer to the lid, it can kind of look a little bit crusty, so maybe that's why I stopped. Okay, so my eyelids are now primed and prepped. So next she's taking her beauty blender and just kind of blending that out, which I'm kind of glad that she is, because it just gets rid of any excess concealer on your lid. So for her eyeshadow, it seems that she is using her own Kylie Cosmetic palette, but because I don't have that, I'll just be using a warm toned palette that I found at TK Maxx. So she's just sort of applying a warm toned orangey sort of color through the crease. In the video, she says that she's not going for anything too crazy because she's got meetings, so I'm guessing this is kind of like her everyday sort of look. I'm just going to repeat the same thing to the other side. You guys know I'm no stranger to the warm toned oranges. I just love using colors like this on my eyes. So she just applied the base color. Let's see what she does next.
I'm gonna put this under my brow bone.
Okay, so she is taking a shimmery sort of champagne color and popping that under the brow bone. Again, this is something that I do pretty much every single day. I feel like it really lifts the eye and just makes it look so much more awake, if that makes any sense. Brow highlight's done. What's next?
Now I'm gonna go in with this darker brown. Kind of gives me more of like a cut crease.
So next up, she's taking a darker brown sort of color and kind of going in further into the crease. She mentions that it's kind of like a cut crease, but it isn't really because she's not doing a line. However, I feel like I know what she meant, so I'm just kind of going to add a darker brown into the very crease of my lid to kind of shape my eye and just basically replicate what she's doing.
My new favorite gold shade, perfect for the summer. And I'm gonna just take it on my finger because I feel like that just works best sometimes.
Okay, so she's taking a coppery sort of gold shadow, which is very similar to this one right here, and she's applying it all over the lid. Look at that. That is just insane. So she's actually using her finger to apply the shadow, which is something I do all the time. She says that it just works a little bit better sometimes for certain shadows. And I totally agree. Look at that.
Orange. Some shimmer to it and put it in my tear duct.
Oh wow, so she's taking an orange shimmery shadow and putting it in her tear duct. What? Okay, I mean, I've never done anything like this, so let's hope I can pull it off, but it is kind of out there, if I say so myself. Kind of strange. I've never ever put this kind of color in my tear duct. Okay, I feel like this is looking super extra on me just because I've got blue eyes, so naturally everything is gonna look a little bit different on my eyes than they do on Kylie's.
Makeup wipe and just wipe the excess.
So now she's using a makeup wipe to kind of remove any fallout. However, I don't think I actually have any fallout, which is great.
I do have a spray tan right now, so I'm gonna do like 4 squirts.
Okay, so next up she's applying foundation. She's actually using a brush for this. I haven't used a brush in a long time. I'm such a beauty blender sort of gal, so this is kind of weird for me to apply my foundation with a brush now. Let me know what you guys use to apply foundation in the comments below, because I used to be such a brush person and I kind of just switched. I don't even know when it happened, but I'm such a beauty blender girl now and I just don't think I could go back.
And then I always take it down to my neck.
Okay, so she's also blending it all the way down to her neck. I can't say I ever really blend foundation on my neck just because I like to kind of match my neck to begin with, if that makes any sense, but I am gonna do it for the sake of this video because we are trying to follow her tutorial. After she's used the brush, she's also using her beauty blender yet again to even further blend in the foundation. That gal is all about blending, you guys.
I'm gonna take the same foundation I used and line the top of my brows since I did my brows before. I didn't want to get too close.
Okay, so she's actually then taking a smaller brush and kind of going in with the foundation above her brows as well. I can't say I have ever done this kind of thing after I've applied my foundation. I usually get quite close to my brows anyways, but I'm pretty sure she would probably pick this trick up from one of her makeup artists, so I am going to replicate that step as well. Okay, so she's moving on to the concealer, and from what I can see, she's actually using 2 different concealers, which is kind of cray-cray. I usually only settle for one. So she's actually using a more of like a pinky toned concealer to hide her under eye circles. So I'm taking this orange concealer first, which looks a little bit cray-cray right now. But I'm gonna blend this in to kind of cover up any darkness under my eyes. And then to go on top, I'm also gonna be using a beigey sort of color concealer just to fully brighten the under eye, just like she does in her tutorial.
So I'm gonna use Kim's setting powder.
So to set that concealer into place, she's using a beauty blender with a translucent powder like this. So I'm just gonna do the same. Again, I very rarely use a beauty blender for powder, so this is kind of new to me. Okay, so my under eye is now set. Now, let's see what she gets up to next.
Now for a little bronzer.
Ooh, yes.
Go right under my cheekbone.
Okay, so she's just applying some bronzer to kind of give some shape back into her face. You guys know I love a bit of bronzer. Literally, bronzer is like my favorite part of makeup, to be honest, because it just gives so much shape to your face. It just adds that like healthiness to it. I don't know, I just really love bronzer.
For my face, I place my contour mainly like right at the edge, and then I kind of like blend it out. And then I do side of my forehead. I kind of do like a 3.
Okay. So Kylie says that she applies her bronzer in a 3 shape. So from the temple to the cheekbone and then down to the jawline.
After I contour, I'm going to bake this.
Ooh, okay, so she's doing some baking after her contour. So she goes back into her translucent powder with a beauty blender and just starts baking her jaw like so. I literally never do this technique because I find that baking makes my face look really dry because I have quite dry skin all around the face apart from like my T-zone. So I don't know if this is going to look flawless or if it's gonna look hella flaky. I guess we'll see.
I can't do my makeup without baking. I think it really does help. And for anyone who doesn't know what it is, baking actually it's like the powder is like soaking in to your skin and leaving like a residue of like of color. So I'm like trying to make this lighter here so I have more of like it just shapes my face. I hope that was a great explanation.
Okay, so my bake is complete. It's now in the oven. Now let's see what she does next. You guys should see my laptop right now. It is just covered in translucent powder. So next up, she does her lip liner, and she says that she covers her whole lip with a lip liner pretty much. So that's exactly what I'm gonna do.
I think I can do it with my eyes closed.
Oh my God, she's doing it with her eyes closed. I don't think I can do my lip liner with eyes closed. Let's try it. This is gonna look awful. It looks awful. Okay, Okay, so lip liner is now complete. The next thing she does is she uses like a nude brown sort of lipstick. So I'll be using a very similar looking one. That one comes in a lipstick form, but the one I'm using is a liquid one, but it looks exactly the same in shade. Okay, lipstick is finished. I'm hoping that she does the lower lash line because my eye look definitely doesn't look complete.
So now I'm gonna do shade my under eyes. I'm gonna go in again with Alcoholic.
Ooh, okay, so she's using the same eyeshadow that she used on her top lid on the lower lash line as well. So then she's taking the same orange color and just kind of dragging it on the lower lash line to kind of complete the look. I'm really glad she did that because otherwise the whole look would just look really strange. Next up, she's doing a little bit of nose contouring. So from what I can see, she's just kind of dragging it down just the sides of her nose. She doesn't actually add it to the tip or anything.
Now I'm gonna do blush, which is my favorite part, and I'm gonna use Barely Legal.
Ooh.
Barely Cosmetics.
Okay.
I love this pink color.
So she's using a pink blush. It's very like girly and super, super pink. So I'm gonna do the same thing and just kind of apply a really pink looking blush to my cheeks.
I put it a little like on my forehead too, and like my chin. And I guess my nose. I just love blush and I just put it like all over my face.
Okay, so she's putting blush apparently all over her face now. So she's putting some on her forehead, her chin. I mean, I don't think I've ever put blush all over my face. So this is the first. I think I just look really pink now.
And just wipe this off.
So she's wiping off the bake now. Thank the Lords. Doesn't look any different. I don't know. Maybe I'll give baking another go. So she's actually not applying any eyeliner whatsoever in this look, and she's just going in with some mascara. So that's exactly what I am going to do. She's also putting some mascara on her bottom lashes, which I'm very happy about. Just because with the fact that we're not using any eyeliner, my eyes just look really small. So at least the bottom lashes will, you know, give it a little bit of zhuzh. So now for my favorite part, the highlighter. She's using quite a golden one on a small brush like this. So I'm just going to apply that to the very top of my cheekbone, just like she is. Also adding just a little bit on the tip of the nose, which is nothing new for me. I do this all the time. Also put some highlight on her chin. So I'm gonna do the same.
I'm gonna try one of my new glosses and see if this works out. Might not.
So she just applied some lip gloss over her actual lipstick. It seems that it's a little bit of a lighter beige, so I'm just gonna take kind of like a nudie beige sort of lip gloss and apply it right in the center. Now, I don't usually wear lip gloss, but I actually quite like this. So next up, she goes back to her brows and she uses a brow gel. So the first thing she does is she just dabs on all of the product from the tip of the brush. And then once that's on, she uses the little brush to kind of like brush that through the brows, if that makes any sense. I can't say I usually wear brow gel on my day-to-day basis. It's kind of like an extra step for me. Okay, brows are gelled. Now what's next? I mean, I'm pretty sure this look is finished, so I don't know what she's gonna say. Perhaps this is the end.
Extra blush, always at the end.
Extra blush?
Blush doesn't work for everybody, but it just makes me drowning in blush right now. But it just makes me feel like my whole look is complete. All right, well that is my beat face. Bye guys.
So this is the finished look. I honestly kind of want to put on a black wig to complete the look and make myself look a little bit more like Kylie, just for the fun of it. BRB. So my wig is now on, and also I've popped on some lashes and my look is complete. I honestly love how this turned out. I was a little bit skeptical at first when I first started applying, you know, the orange like tear duct shadow. I was a little bit like, I don't know if this is for me. But now that I'm kind of wearing it, it's kind of growing on me, so I do really like it. So all of the makeup that I bought today actually cost £69 in total, which is actually quite insane considering how many products we used. And the fact that not even a single product was the same as the ones that Kylie used today, it just blows my mind because my makeup still looks pretty much identical to hers. I counted up the RRPs of all the products individually, and if I was to buy every single one directly from the retailers, I actually would have spent £144. So I mean, I definitely made a huge saving by buying them through TK Maxx. So if you guys want to make a saving on buying, you know, like high-end or drugstore makeup, I'll link the TK Maxx website down below so you guys can check it out. Also, a massive thank you to TK Maxx for sponsoring this video. I had so much fun recreating this look, so I hope you guys enjoyed following it with me as well. If you did, make sure you smash that huge thumbs up just down below, and also don't forget to subscribe. Come and join the dinosaur family. But that is all from me. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye! Mwah.